The learning goal for this video says I can write a fantasy narrative with a beginning, middle, and end. Boys and girls, this is something we're going to work on throughout our whole task. And this is a great video to refer back to as you go through the writing process if you forget about any part and what details you need for each section. Let's take a look. Writing a narrative tells a story. Remember, it can be real or make-believe. In the beginning, this is where you want to have your introduction. You want to describe the setting, which is the when and the where. You also want to introduce your characters, the who. Every narrative has a setting and has characters. By this point, you should have already planned out what character you want and what you want your setting to be for your story. As we move through the writing process, you're going to begin writing in your middle and your event section. This is where you describe what happens in your story. You're going to use transition words that show time and order, such as suddenly, as soon as, before, or meanwhile. Your teacher will probably have several how-to resources for you in case you get kind of stuck and you're not sure what kind of transitions to use. Look for that in your classroom or ask your teacher where you could find that resource. Remember, your narrative has a beginning, middle, and an end, and it always has sequential order, which means you need to have those transition words to help your reader understand your story. You will also have an ending. The ending explains how the story ends. You're going to describe what happens to the characters and how they solve their problem. You could even get fancy and add a reflection sentence or a closing sentence if you'd like. Good luck, Stallions!